Hey there, lads and lasses. This, of course, is Thunderhand 64 coming at you live from the west coast of the United States. Here on a Wednesday, it is a little bit past noontime, and that can only mean that it is time for some Generations Minecraft server. And today we are in the Gen 5 survival world. Happy Wednesday, everyone. I'd like to kick things off by welcoming on in fellow content creator Cyclopsalops. Hello, hello. Hope all is well. All is well now. Thank you for asking. Hope all is well with yourself over there on the continent across the pond. We've been without hot water for 5 days, but that finally ended yesterday. We finally have hot water back. It's not a problem for me, but for Mrs. Thunderhand, it was a huge problem. But now it's done. Now we have some repair work to do on the van. We have to put Kachi's guitar back together for him. What else? We have some work to do on the bathroom fan and light. So yeah, we're pretty busy. But not bad, not bad. It's a good busy now. Now that the hot water thing is resolved. Plus, older son, Biggity Cheese, will be visiting this weekend, so that's always super cool. It's going to be a very short visit for him. And let me take care of this moderation first. There we go. It's going to be a very short visit for him. He's working at his paid internship up there in Seattle for the summer. Kicking butt and taking names and just doing incredible up there. So he's going to take a weekend break and zip on down here for Kachi's birthday. Kachi's birthday is next week, actually, but the only time Biggity can get down here is on the weekend, so that's when we're going to see him. What am I trying? So I apologize for the long intro today. I do have a couple of things going on simultaneously, so. But we have some cool stuff today. Let's switch right on over to the display screen here. I think that's right there. Let's log on in. Hey there. Cool. So you can see we finally installed the shaders. I haven't done that in ages, used shaders here. But I've gone with the complementary unbound shaders for now. They seem pretty good. They're pretty good. I really like the Zeus shaders that we had before, but they are no longer updating those. So these will have to do, I think they're doing just fine. So there are some settings I would still like to update so we're on par with Buffooncraft, but this is looking pretty good for right now. Let us do our sleeping thing. Look at our moon coming up there. Okay. I think that's here. I have to remember which server I'm on. It's a struggle, people. The struggle is real. Me and my first world problems. There we go. Glorious. Glorious, I'll tell you. Glorious. I just wanted to fly around the island just very quickly here. with the shader pack on, because it looks oh so cool. There's our iron farm that at some point in hopefully the near future will be moved over to here. And we'll make an entire build out of that. It won't be some like bare bones thing like this. We'll make a iron trade hall over there and all kinds of cool stuff. Look at that with the rays of the morning sun. The Chamber of Commerce. Counterplace Hotel. And we got on over here to this magnificent build, the Guardian Farm. This thing is so cool. God, I love this thing. And look at it. Look at it just cranking out the Guardians, man. Wow, we are being swarmed with the bots, solicitor bots today already. Let's see, this is the second one so far. Bye-bye. There we go. Yeah, this build is just amazing. This was a lot of hard work to do, but it is one of my favorite builds on the server. Here's another build that just came out. Absolutely incredible. Our apiary isle. Good morning, my busy friends. So cool. Very, very cool. Look at the Guardian farm there in the background. Sometimes I think the water reflectivity is a little too strong. I think I can change that. But here's the beach side of the hotel, which looks absolutely beautiful. It would look even better if I finished it. Yeah, that looks so nice. And then over there is the Mushroom Island Wildlife Preserve. I love this place. I love this place so much. It always feels like coming home whenever I'm working on the server. Yeah, so we've got a couple of plans. We need to finish this up. We've been working diligently on that. Then, as we said earlier, we need to move the iron farm. And you know, quite some time ago, Lone Star, fellow buffoon Lone Star, has suggested that we make an Eddie build from Iron Maiden. Iron Maiden's mascot. Ascot. No, they don't wear ascots. I've been really thinking about that. I love the way that the natural look of this island, so I don't know if I'm going to do something like that with it, but I am considering it. I mean, it would be a cool build, but at the same time, I don't know, this island has a lot of natural beauty to it too. So we'll have to see what happens. We'll have to see what happens there. So after we finish the Chamber of Commerce, or at least get it to a point where we feel like we could walk away from it, we have that to do. And the other thing that we need to do is move this mob farm. Here we go. I know the camera's really jerking around there a lot, but moving this mob farm out of here would be the other thing to do. I'm thinking of moving it out here. Some of the ideas that I've been having, or the main idea that I've been having, is moving the farms and the builds off to these little islands here in the archipelago just to like decentralize things a bit and take advantage of these. Was gone for a minute because I was eating chocolate mousse. Ugh, so lucky. How's the world coming along? Oh, it's coming along excellently, thanks. We're just reviewing where we're at with it. So the main plan is to decentralize a lot of things and use these little islets. Like we used this islet over here for the apiary isle with the honey farm. And some of these other farms will be moved off to these small islands here. And decentralize things a bit. So they're close by still. But that way we get to fly around and enjoy the island a little bit when we need stuff. So we have the iron farm to move. We have the mob farm to move. And I'm not sure in which order I'm going to pursue this. But then the next big project would be this, the storage system. Look at the God rays coming through here. That looks so beautiful. Splendid, splendid. Let's do our gentle little landing in here. Here we go. Here's our interior with the shaders on. Still needs a little bit of work. We have to do the ceilings. We need to do this chandelier system in here. I just have that in there for temporary lighting for right now. Oh, you guys spawned another iron golem, didn't you? I guess I should keep one iron golem in here all the time. That way they won't spawn anymore. One thing I did find out, though, is I did, just for decoration purposes, put a chest on top of this barrel. But somehow it messes with the villagers' AI when I do that. They don't like it. And so I've had to go and remove all of those. I'll put something on there instead. I don't think it mattered too much with this guy because this guy's here, he's stuck as a farmer, so he's pretty much all set. But yeah, the other guys here weren't coming down in the morning, and one was always blocking the staircase for the other. But I determined that to be the chest set on top of there, so we'll have to do something else there. Was doing some digging yesterday and struck gold. Needed to find some songs for the HSL stats section. Absolute masterclasses. Has Pleasant contacted you about map presenting again this year? Not yet. He mentioned it briefly in a stream he did, I think last month. Was the last time I was able to catch him online. But I haven't been contacted recently. During that stream, I told him, of course, I'd be glad to do what I can for you guys. So just let me know what needs to be done. I'm going to shut off the shaders right now. And we can do that here. That way we can get to work. Video settings, shaders, disabled. Apply and done. Done. Back to game. There we go. Now we're back in work mode. In the rain. Splendid. I'll ask him when we call again this week. Sadly, got a dip, though, working tomorrow. Okay, understood, understood. Have yourself a good night. Give me a call when you guys are ready. I'll be glad to do the voiceovers for you. That's always fun to do. Now we're coming to the part of today's build, which I've been dreading and putting off, and that's building out these interiors. Like I said earlier, I really should have Dora come on and do this. She's so much better at this than I am. But, so I'm thinking for these apartment suites, I'm thinking just some sort of kitchenette area in here. And then maybe some bedroom area here for each one of these. And that's about it. And so I'm going to build one of those out. And then I think I'm just going to make duplicates in each one. Have a great stream, of course, of course. All right, we're going to have to do some sleeping ourselves here. Let's go next door because, you know, we do have a hotel room right here. Ow, my face. There we go. I so love this build, I really do. You know, it's kind of odd because I've really lost touch with building out interiors. Like, I did this interior okay. It's pretty good. Could be better. But, you know, we have our sofa here, you know, and our jukebox and our record collection and our flat screen TV here and stuff with a, you know, the bed and the desk and the closet space and stuff. Here we have, excuse me, voice is a little dry here. Let me. There we go. And we did here our bathrooms. But yeah, we did our interiors here. We made them pretty much all identical, although I allow guests to customize their rooms a little bit if they so please. We did interiors down here. I really think, you know, here's a feature that we don't use often enough is the drip leaves. These look very, very cool. I need to use those a little bit more, not just in Generations, but in Minecraft and, you know, Buffooncraft, Minecraft in general. But yeah, we did a lot of work on this interior. And I really, really like the way it came out. So I don't know why suddenly I'm reluctant to do the interiors up here. Yeah. But I did see something online that I wanted to try out. And we'll start with that and see if I can recreate that here. In fact, I might build it out right here. You know, I got to be careful how I do it. And the level of detail, too. I don't want to go nuts with the level of detail. What I'm thinking of right now is I should be sharing my thoughts is what I should be doing. I want to put a range in here, a stove oven right in here. And I'm thinking on having the ventilation pipe somewhere. I think I can just put it right up through here. I may put it right up through the corner. Let me see. I guess I could put it right up through here and then through the roof. I suppose I could do that. Yeah, I suppose I could do that. So I might put the stove, the range, the oven right here, and then have the vent pipe coming in off of it there. I might do something like that. It is a little bit weird to have it right here, right next to the entrance to the apartment. I feel it would probably be a little bit better over here, but I really have no place to put it. I guess I could run it outside, but then, you know, because I already have like this feature here, right? I already have this here. I would just have to kick it over by a block. So I could have the range here, and then I could have the pipe going into this, and then we could think of it going out there and up. So yeah, I guess we could put this in the corner here. We might be able to put it like right here or something, or maybe right in the very corner. We'll see. Because, you know, if they're cooking over here, you got to think. Ow. Ow, there's not a lot of room. But you know, I think I'm getting too much detail. Let me do this. Let me see if I've saved this in a place where I can access it. I think I have. Let me see here. And then in the comments, I'll put the link in the comments. All right, so that means I'm going to have to gather some resources here. What have we got here that we can use easily? Let's empty this out. Hopefully we have enough room in one of these to offload these chest contents here. And then some of it's a little bit of redstone, but just to push the blocks into place. Well, we do have those campfires. I think I need the regular campfires. So we'll go get some of that. Let's go see if we can pull 2 of those right now. I think that those will be down in the depot. So one of the things I've been doing with the Baby Zombie Rush stream is at the beginning of the stream, and sometimes for the first half of the stream, I'll do a redstone review, and we'll look at things like T flip-flop circuits and things like that for a little bit, and then the second half, or the remaining portion, I'll actually build in the game, the mini game itself. And Buffooncraft, I've been thinking of spending some time at the beginning, just exploring the map, just finding nice locations, nice terrain generation, because I've come across a few in that map that are just incredible. And so that'll break up just the monotonous building all the time. And so, but for the Gen 5 survival, I haven't thought of a first initial part of the stream like that yet. Maybe it'll be just that, just flying around the build a little bit and just reviewing things and getting caught up on things. Just going over our future plans and stuff like that before we actually start building. That way we can ease into things. So right now I'm looking for some campfires. See if I have some already crafted. I'm sure I do somewhere around here. Good, okay. Right. Okay. I have like 7 things going on in my head right now, so I've probably looked at the campfires already. And it just hasn't collected. Duh. The thing you're looking for is right there, Thunder. No, okay, all right. I think I'm good there. Yeah, my ability to multitask these days is just about 0. So one of the other things I might do is make a slime farm down here in the storage area. I think I can make an extremely simple one just by setting some iron golems right here in the walls. and then just making a collection area for them. Campfires, campfires, let's go, let's go. I'll tell you, you know, it's going to be fun doing the voiceovers again for Pleasant Player and Cyclopsalops for their HSL tournament they have each year. For those of you not in the know, that's their hide and seek league, Minecraft hide and seek league. It is super cool. Ah, here we go. Campfires. Let's see what else we need here. We need some rails. It looks like proper mine carts. I think I might have that stuff in my tech kits here. Let's see. Well, we have hoppers, but no minecarts. So we'll need some minecarts. I think I just saw some earlier in there. Minecarts, so we're good there. Did I not see some minecarts here recently? I think I just saw them. And we said we needed rails too, I believe. I can see the activator rails and the powered rails. All right, we're gonna need some regular rails. So let's just put this here, and let's just gather our stuff in there. We need some dirt, regular rails right here. We don't need a lot of these, so this partial stack will do just fine. All right, here we go. I think we'll need a lot more minecarts than this. I'm going to need at least 8 of them. And again, you know, I could just craft them, but if I have them in a chest monster somewhere here, then, you know, it's just better inventory management. Although it takes a little time to search through them right now. Inventory management, people, that's what it's all about. Of course, that's what all of that's supposed to be. There we go. See, we've got another one. That's, what, 5? Then I'll recheck these again. 5. I don't think I have any in here. Yeah, we're good. All right, so we're looking for mine carts now. I need 3 more of them. So when I was over here before, I wasn't looking for that. So let's see if we've left any in here. Yeah, 5, 6 right there. 7. Figures we're 1 short. I'll head over to here. Okay, we'll just go craft it. And then we'll get 1 extra just in case. Leo Chibato. So Done and done. Okay, what else do we need? It looks like birch trapdoors and iron trapdoors. I don't know how these got in here. Birch trapdoors, iron. Well, we might have all things birch right in here. Do we? Okay, I think not. Okay, we're good there. Ah, here's the iron trapdoors right there. It looks like we need exactly 8 of them. Nice. Jungle. And again, I'll put the credits in the comments for the archived VOD on the YouTube channel. There's Nebula. It says you're playing a different game. Uh-oh. It does, doesn't it? Okay, that should be updated. Thank you, Nebs. So welcome on in, friend, moderator of the stream. Thank God. And fellow buffoon, Princess Nebula. Welcomes. Neb's doing her thing. And how are you doing today? Thoughts are now derailed a little bit, but doing okay. I have been working on gathering supplies for the maze build. Nice. And again, that's going to be, is that on your Storybook server? Yeah. Cool. Like I said, I would love to see that on a stream. And again, you know, the offer still stands. If you don't want to stream it yourself, let me know. And, you know, I could stream it. Because I'm very interested in seeing that. Oh, by the way, when we spoke about that last, when we were chatting about that with text last, you had asked me to call, and I'm sorry, completely, that like slipped my mind completely. I think that was post-stream, and I had raided out, and I think I collapsed right after that. You got busy. Oh, good. Okay. Yeah, we can put in a call. We can put in a call very soon. It'll be good to hear that southern drawl of yours. Okay, I think I'm going to have to craft the birch doors, which is weird, but okay. Those are probably up there, actually. Let's see what else. We Stone blocks. Some hoppers. Oh, we are going to need the dark oak doors. Well, if we decide to do that. All right. Dark oak. All right. Let's grab some of those because I know I have plenty of those. Dark oak trapdoors. Black carpet. Spruce. It might be back there in the other chests. Ugh! Thunder! Let's see. Trapdoors. Actually, there might be some up there already. I'm not seeing any right there. Nor there. You know, when we first started using inventory sort on Buffooncraft, I wasn't that enthusiastic about it. I thought, yeah, this is pretty cool. All right, yeah, it's fine. I'll use it, I guess, you know. Now I can barely play without it. I've gotten so accustomed to it. Spruce trapdoor, oak trapdoors, carpets. All right, we have a lot of the dark oak right here. I mean, we could just craft it up, but it's like, you know, I'm reluctant to craft more things, especially when we already have them. So I'll take a gander at the chat in just a sec. Let me there we go. They're probably up there. I think that's about it. Be good to just chill and talk for a bit, yeah. I just got done gathering 5 shulkers of podzol. But now it's amazing to have, yeah. Same, only place I don't use it is in my main inventory. Shulkers and chests, though, I can't be without it. Yeah, I've really grown accustomed to it. Let's head on up there and let's see. And then, you know, I meant to have this done for today, but of course I didn't. I need to update the server so I can get the bookshelves, because I'm going to use those in here. Do I have any of those? Nope. Nope. I do have some dark oak planks. If I need to craft them, I can. Dark oak trapdoor. There it is. So let's do this. Here. Let's grab enough to do one of these. 2, that, and that. Got the dirt. Okay, I think I'm good. And let's start over here first. I'm thinking right in this corner like this. It seems like a kind of cramped place to be cooking, though, but let's try it out and let's just see what it looks like. So let me see. They started by putting down 2 campfires here, like that. And then they had the 2 dirt blocks with the rails atop them. And I think they did so like right there and there. There. like that. I think that's what they did. Yep. Okay, and then they used hopper mine carts. So let's put together a few of those. Oh, I think I can do those just directly in the inventory here. Hoppers, and then what I mean is the player inventory, like this. All right, and then like this. Okay, and then these go atop here like this. Oh, I forgot. I'm gonna have to remove that. And when I do, it's gonna fall right in here, so I gotta pull that out. In fact, I'll probably just take this out of here too while I'm at it. Wow, you see how it pulled that diagonally right from there? That's cool. Gentlemen, please. And gentlemen, that's in quotes. All right, then I think I need to crack the rails. Oh, okay, got it. All right, so what they did next was they got rid of the rails. And then they got rid of the blocks like this. And dropped those down in like that. Okay, now they made the birch. The birch trap doors. Which I think we need to do here. Oh, okay, thunder. Please. Birch trapdoors. We may as well make 8 of these. 2, 4, 6, 8, like that. Stash the rest of these contents. That for now. Yeah. By the way, another area of Minecraft building, which I completely suck at, is interiors. I am not good at this. But I kind of like this idea of it. Are you serious? Okay, what did they do next? I think this iron trap doors next for the range. All right, so I think it's these. Are they like that, or are they one block above that? Okay, so I think they're like this. And then I think we do something like this. All right, where are my regular pistons? I don't have any. I only have sticky pistons. They're not going to do a good job pushing. They're going to... Well, I don't know. Maybe if they push and then I break them, they'll be fine. We need those. We need some redstone blocks. Now, I do have a whole shulker of redstone. But I always like to keep a couple of extra blocks of... some dust and some blocks just in the tech kit itself. So I think the idea now is to... Dude, please. Please. These should go here. Or maybe they need to be a little bit further down to the next space. I think so. No, I got them. Yeah. Okay. Let's try it out. So we have, I think we did this. No, it missed him completely. So maybe these need to be one higher up. Or the pistons need to come down by one. There it is. Now if I break the piston, those should stay. Yes, they do. No, 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 no. No, no, no. No. Oh, what the... Please. Can you not? There we go. I'm just trying to do that. Good. All right, so we have that. Then I think they're going to push. No, they just have that. Okay. So what they did next was they took these out like this. Then I think they did something like this. Oh, no, no, no. I think they went like this. And then like this, because they need them to point down. Like that. But I think that's too high up. That is too high up. So that must mean that these can fit here. Can they? No, they cannot. But no, they had them in the right spot. I was thinking that they came down here, but they don't. I had them in the right spot. I thought I did because I was thinking, how can those fit otherwise? I just don't know if it's going to be worth it because I don't know if you're going to be able to see them or not. But and then they just used this here. Like that. To kind of hide the range like that. Here, if this is the case, I would probably just put an oak block here. Just to make things look continuous, you know? Because then we're going to have to do this sleeping thing. I thought I had some oak here. Did I just look at the oak and then not? Really? No oak. Is it behind me here in these? Yeah, here we go. Like that. That way when we come down here, we get that kind of a thing. Now there'll be some stuff here on this side too to help cover that up for the range. Right, there'll be a countertop next to it coming across here. So, all right, let's do the sleeping thing. Nice. Thank you. I wish I could take credit for that, but I got that from a TikTok server.pro. So like I said, I'll publish the link with the necessary credit, the citation. There we go. The other thing I would like to put in here is, if I could, is some sort of light. Like, I would probably prefer to have these one a little bit lower. Oh my God. Why? Why? It's probably going to be my thumbnail right there. Because they love you. YouTube, please. Please. I'm just saying. So I may wind up, just for the time being, just doing that for now, right? So it's kind of cool. See, you get the grid pattern right there on top, the grill pattern like this. I don't know if I can put an item frame on there or not. Not sure if I can get away with that. But I think you can see, you know, I don't want anything in these windows here. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't want anything to block the windows here, so I think this is pretty good. You know what? I wonder. I don't think I can get these to fit here, but... Let's see. No. I was kind of hoping I could get these under there like that. I'm not sure if I really like them here or not. I guess they're kind of hidden with the smoke. I suppose that's okay, but... Well, it certainly looks cozy. The thing of it is, you know, we'll have the countertop here, so it's probably going to wind up blocking out that light. Right, so the countertop will come across here. There'll be various things around here, right? We're going to need a refrigeration unit, which will probably be around here somewhere. Look at this guy. Dude, please. So I might leave that there just... I mean, we're getting a lot of light, though, from the campfires, because these being they're trapdoors, so they're transparent. So those don't really help with the lighting at all. So I don't know, maybe we can leave those out of there. So I'm thinking let's go at least, we're sure of this now, where we want it placed and what we want it to look like. So I'm thinking let's go around and we'll go build these in each apartment, and then just as we get it bit by bit, you know, we'll update it. Is it morning time? Or is it like noon time? because it's very dark in here with the shaders on. Yeah, that's noon, I think, right? Yeah, that's about noon. Okay. Let's go copy these over into each suite, shall we? Hawk. Thank you. So I do like the look of that. That is cool. Let's go do that for each one now. Let's kill the shaders for the moment. Options, controls, video settings, shader packs, and disabled. Apply and done. 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 Back to game. A little something like that. All right, I think I have everything on me here, right? Let's give these guys the cooking abilities right over here. Let's see if we can get this down now. We need to remove these. Actually, how am I doing for time here? I need to actually take an ad break. So we need to take a very quick break for 3 minutes to run some ads to disable the pre-roll for people joining the stream, and after which we will be right back. Hey there, welcome back. Sorry, that was a little bit of a longer break than I usually take, but I needed something to eat, and I won't eat on the stream. I'll drink on the stream, but I won't eat on the stream. Nebula, thank you. And Nebs, thank you so much for the 34 months sub. That is very, very cool. Thank you so much. Let's log back on here. Over to the display scene. Here we go. That's Nebs just being the absolute goddess that she is there. Let's do this. We said that we were going to build these over here now, right? So let's see if we've learned anything. Everyone, we did that. We did that. And I think it was a matter of putting the rails in like this. And then we needed the hopper mine carts, right? My carts. Come on, Bubba. Where are they? Over here? Probably, yeah. Yeppas. You found them. Yeah, but now I'm in the wrong apartment. Thunder, please, please. Hopper minecart. Hopper minecart. Done and done. All right, so that one can go there. And that can go there, and now we need to like this and like this, and then if you push me into that fire, God help you. That's all I have to say. Okay, so I think it was like that. Then I think the next thing is we needed to push the trapdoors in, right? That was the next step. So I think it was like that. And pistons like this. And then I think it was a matter of doing that and that. Yeah, there we go. Breaking. Wow, we got a little server lag there. That's been a while since that's happened. Okay, that's looking good. We also wanted to do some of this. I think it was over here, right? Yeah, we'll keep that in place like that. Really, is it nighttime again already? There's Boa Cars. Hey, welcome on in, Bo. You should see the auto shout out up there for fellow Minecrafter Boa Cars. He is a mega Minecrafter in his own right. Go check out his stream the next time he's streaming. Believe me, you will not be disappointed. Look at this. Dude, that looks painful. All right, so we had gotten that into place, and then I think it was a matter of just we needed the birch trapdoors, like this, and then something with which the hoppers can point into, or into which the hoppers can point. I think that's what I'm trying to say. like that, and like that. Okay, and then we needed what the oak trap doors. Because we needed to do this. Oh, the whole point of the oak was that. Right, there we go. See, this... Oh, I still wanted that, a screenshot of that. For the thumbnail. Yeah. They're insane. They're insane. Of course, you'd have to be a Minecraft villager now, wouldn't you? Okay, I think we have enough to just crank this out now. Let's try it again. Like that. Like this. This, hopper minecarts. Yeah, I'm not keeping the minecarts in the inventory because they don't stack. So, this. They do not stack, people. Wow. Talk about a blast from the past. Das the vodka! Me little droog. Hey, buddy. How you been? How's things going with you and your men over there? The big one and the small one. Who's probably not so small now. Right? Yeah, it has been. It has been. We're doing great over here. It's been a kind of tough week. We just got our hot water back after 5 days of no hot water. Again, you know, not so bad for me, but and Kachi, but pretty tough for Mrs. Thunderhand. Otherwise, though, we are doing great. And I'm very pleased to see thee. Let's do this right at the beginning here. We'll knock that right out, and we'll put that right there. Right, and then what did we wind up doing here? Oh, this is where we need the pistons, or like that and that. And then we need to do this and this. Okay, that's cool. Ray and I broke up a couple of years ago. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. But Remy is almost 8 and getting big. I'm married to a wonderful man named Jacob. Oh, excellent. And have a bonus son, Cedric. Nice. We have a baby coming in June. Wow. I'm glad things worked out well for you. Of course I am. And you know what? It's not exactly instant family either, right? With our powers combined, that kind of family, which is super cool. Yeah, that's a lot of testosterone there for you, huh? You know, I often feel a great swell of pity for Mrs. Thunderhand because, you know, especially now that Kachi's a young man now. Kachi is taller than me now. Yeah, he's cleared 6 feet. He's about to turn 15 in less than a week. Uh, my older son Biggity is just finishing his electrical engineering program at UW. He's just finished. He's already finished his junior year. He's at his internship in Seattle right now, and he'll be starting his senior year in September. Yeah, yeah. His voice is like an octave lower than mine too. But yeah, my point was, yeah, I hear you because so now Mrs. Thunderhand is the only female in a house with 3 men in it, and it's I feel bad for her sometimes. It's like so we have friends visit us occasionally from Taiwan, and one of our friends um, has 3 daughters, no sons, 3 daughters. So he has the wife and 3 daughters. So he has the opposite problem. He's got a house full of estrogen all the time. And so he's bringing them over here, but it's a great relief to my wife because it's like, finally, I have some females I can hang out with. It's a great relief for him because he's like, oh, finally I can hang out with some dudes. I can't believe he's cleared 6 feet. Yeah, he's 6 feet, but he's like 140 pounds. Yeah, he's just. I want someone to be a girly with. Sounds like the family is doing well then. Glad to hear. Yeah, sounds like you're doing excellent too. Glad to hear it. But someone to be girly with, yeah, I hear you. Because like Mrs. Thunderhand loves Disney. She's an absolute Disney freak. And, we don't mind Disney so much, but we're not into it like she is, and she knows it. So she goes a lot less now. And it's a little bit sad, yeah. And mostly it's me and my older son Biggity will bring her to Disney like for her birthday and everything. But she has no more like little guys to go with and no girls to go there with and stuff. So she's kind of bummed about that. All right, you two. I need you to. Oh, wait. Yeah, we can just do this and kind of. Well, maybe. There you go. Like that. Yeah, fine. There we go. I just want to put your oven doors in. All right. Believe me, you want oven doors. They're good things. Yeah, but Mrs. Thunderhand struggles sometimes, so I know what that's all about. It is funny though, because I do miss having little Biggity and little Kachi around here sometimes. Like sometimes I'll be working on something or I'll be working in the kitchen or something, and I'll just pause and I'll look around for a minute and think, there used to be little people here. Like little dudes who are only like that tall, and they used to be running around doing wacky things and stuff, Could be grandkids one day. My older brother, has 5 grandkids now. I'm just hoping that I live long enough to see mine. Biggity is like real ready now. He's getting really close. He's got to finish his electrical engineering degree. He's been with his high school sweetheart all this time. They've been together since senior year, beginning of senior year of high school. So they're going on their 5th year together, I think. So that's likely going to become a permanent thing. So we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll get to see his kids. Hopefully I'll get to see Kachi's. I don't know though, because Kachi's still got a ways to go. Wow, he's almost got himself a Brady Bunch. Yeah, my older brother, he's 2 years older than me, and he's got quite the situation over there. But it's cool because his each of his sons, my nephews, each of them have finally had a girl. So our whole generation has been boys. So he had two boys, and his older son had a boy. My sister has a boy, and of course, Mrs. Thunderhand and I have two boys. So it was boys all across, and our family is like, when are we gonna get a girl? When are we gonna get a girl? Somebody's got to make a girl here, right? Because it's just been boys and boys and boys. So his older son had another boy. His younger son had another boy. But finally, these last 2 years, each of them have had a girl. We finally have two girls in the family. So it's like, wow. Finally, we have girls. So all the females in our family are going nuts. I mean, we are too. Of course, Mrs. Thunderhand's family really likes us because they're like, oh, you make a lot of boys. We're like, yeah, it's nice, but, a girl here and there would be kind of nice. All right, I think we're good there. Looks like we're good there. Looks like we're good there. They're cooking up some trouble over there. Look at that. Let's do this. Ow. Hook. Good Lord. See how fast we can whack these out. And that's right. We need our mine cat right over here. Yay for girls. Suspicious villagers, yeah. Who knows what plots they're cooking up over there. Let's see. We need some mine cats. We need two of those. Get rid of those. And let's do that. Wrong suite. Sir, if you wouldn't mind, just step in. Thank you. Oh yeah, they're trying to, yeah. And you know why they want to escape the windows, right? So they can plunge headlong off the cliff and kill themselves. That's the only. Why? Villagers. That's why. Oh yeah, that's right. We gotta. Villagers. Need we say more? Rhetorical question. Absolutely not. No. There we go. Sounds about right. The sweet escape. So, me little Droog, do you still do the painting and stuff? Because I do miss the painting streams. That's not pressure to stream, by the way. Just letting you know that I haven't forgotten, despite my senility. I do. I don't do it online, but I still love painting my... Oh, excellent. Good. Life's been a lot... Yeah, I'm sure it has. So you said Remy's almost 8 now. And bonus son, which I'm sure he might... I'm not sure if he objects to being referred to as bonus son. It's not a bad thing. Cedric, so how old is Cedric, if you don't mind me asking? That's like when the Chinese refer to Kachi as the extra boy. It's like, it's actually not like that because that's a little more derogatory, right? I think you know what I'm trying to get at. Cedric is 6. Oh, and Remy is 7, almost 8. Oh, okay. 6, 7. Well, that's cool. They're about the same age. Yeah. They're like 9 months apart, so they're pretty close. Yeah, that's nice. Dude, please. Please. The man is trying to work here, all right? All right, there we go. They love playing Minecraft together, but recently been more into Pokemon, yeah. Oh, look at this. Here you go. You guys. All right, I think we're good as far as the cooktops are concerned. There are a couple of things we need. We need, at the very least, we need a refrigerator and a sink, right? Now the sink, since it's rather countertop height, low profile, can go anywhere along here. So that's fine. Right next to the oven, probably not. I'm thinking sink is probably going to go right around here. That'd probably be a good place for that. Refrigerator, I'm thinking in this corner would be a good place for that. Although, again, I will admit it's kind of weird to have a refrigerator right next to the very entrance itself. Good plans. But, you know, I'm thinking of the layout of the kitchen here, and I'm probably, you know, overthinking this way too much. How am I doing for time here? 1:30. Yeah, I got plenty of time. You know, we could do the old standard with the iron blocks and the iron trapdoor. I guess we could do that, right? Then we need some sort of pantry, which is, I suppose, what this kind of is. I might wind up putting another barrel over this, but I know I can't put a chest there because it messes up their AI. All right, let's try that with the iron blocks in the iron door for the refrigerator. Let's do that because those are easy, right? Those are pretty straightforward. You can bet your butt that some of these are going in there. Why? Thunderhand, that's why. All right. I think I'm going to have to go fetch those. You know what I was thinking? Like, sometimes, like, well, I don't. Yes? No? Not quite. No. Am I going to be able to do that down here? I think so. Maybe. Like. Yeah, because they're not going to be on the outside of that. I think you can see what I was trying to do there, right? I was thinking on having the... Yeah. No. We're fine. We're fine. It's good. Just leave it. Don't overcomplicate it, Thunder. That stuff's good. We're good there. And let's do a little something like that. Maybe that and that over there. Good Lord. I guess we should do the sleeping thing. We'll go down and get some iron blocks, iron doors, and we'll put in some fridges. Need to keep the food cool, people. So let me see. 2 iron blocks for each one, a door for each one. Okay. Iron blocks be this way. All things iron being over here. 8 iron blocks, I think, right? Like this. We probably have some iron doors somewhere in our inventory that we can do a little bit of management here since we have a little bit of time left. I don't think we have any here. We probably have some back there. Look at him down here. Herm. So lonely. Herm. Quiet, you. Right. See what we have over here. You know, it's funny, prioritizing the finishing of the upper floor on the Chamber of Commerce. That was Nebula, believe it or not. I'm not sure if she remembers that or not, but she did comment during one stream that the poor villagers have been languishing out there in my early game villager breeder boxes outside. They've been languishing out there forever. And it's like, yeah, you know, Nebs, I think it's time that we transport them to their penthouse suites in the sky. So that's what got me on this. Let me see. We should have some iron trapdoors somewhere. No. I said iron trapdoors. I meant iron doors, but... Calvin04 is rating with a party of 10. Hey, welcome on in, and thank you so much for the raid, man. That is super, super cool. Welcome on in, raiders. I hope your stream went well. My name is Thunderhand64. I'm a Minecraft streamer and an old dude out here in Southern California. I do 3 Minecraft streams, just about 2 of them. One of them is this stream on my Forever World. I do another stream on my own server. That's for a mini game that I'm making. A lot of redstone in that stream. And then I stream from an SMP from which I'm a member. Welcome on in, Raiders. There's the mighty Lone Star, fellow buffoon there. So, Devin, Calvin, thank you so much for the raid. Yeah, if you need to do a raid and run, please do so. Take care of yourself. I really appreciate it. I'll take care of your... I'll take care of your friends here. I have about maybe 16 minutes left of my stream. So we've got a little bit of time. Pass it on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Will do. I think one of our Buffooncraft members might still be streaming right now. The one and only Flying Villager. Everyone. So I do belong to an SMP, but this is not it. This is my solo world, my Forever World. So I was thinking of just sticking the refrigerator right there. It just strikes me as kind of weird to... Oh, that's right. I need to do this like. I need to put the door in first. And then put the blocks behind it. I have played this game before. So I was thinking something like that, right? It's just kind of weird to have, like, to go into somebody's apartment, right? And then have, like, their refrigerator right there. Now, I could have it facing this way, but then I have that as the countertop. So that's also kind of weird. It would also be kind of weird to have it right here next to the oven. and it would be kind of weird to have it in the middle of the counter space. So I don't know. I think I'm kind of stuck with having it right here. I think so. Let's move it one block in and let's see what happens. We'll move these around and compare. First of all, we have placing it in this direction, which I think is incredibly strange. Like that. I'm not sure I like that tall. That looks kind of jank. Though it does look ever so slightly better than the other orientation. French door fridge. You know, we could have one of those under the counter top style fridges. I mean, they do have the double doors on them, but it's just... It's like, wow, that is a big fridge, you know? Whew. That is pretty big. If we had... If I had $1 million. There's a song I haven't heard in a long time. What is that? Bare Naked Ladies, I think. I'm not going to use a polished diorite slab. I'll probably use a quartz slab, or maybe even some snow. But maybe make it a little bit taller, like. No. Like that. That's kind of big. Massive. That's a big fridge for. I think that's a little too tall. Yeah, like we often say, right? Scaling in Minecraft is so weird. Small things look huge. Huge things look small. I don't know. Right here isn't so bad. Maybe with something like right in that space. This is a little bit better than right on the side wall of the door there. I'm thinking. Let's go with that. And then if I think of something better later on. I mean, we're towards the end of the stream right now. Okay, we have to remember now. Place the door first, Thunder. And I have what? The door handle. See it swing open that way. It swings open this way. Look, I'm putting too much detail into... Too much thought into this. Needs to be like that. And then here and here like that. I don't know. I can't help but think that the handle should be on that side. Thunder, it's too much thinking. Let me see. Yeah, that would put the handle on that side. That just kind of makes more sense to me. Yeah, and now you can see I don't like this one. Oh my God. No. 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 Yes, finally. Then I think we're going to have to do the sleeping thing here. In fact, I don't think, I'm sure. Else we be mobbed by mobs. Dispensers for fridges are the best. You broke an outside block. Oh, no. Thank you, Nebula. Yeah, I did right there, didn't I? Thank you, Nebs. Dispensers, huh? Yeah, because sometimes the fridges have those textures on the outside of them, even though, you know, and you think, oh, refrigerator's got to be white, right? And not always. Not always. Where did I put those? There they are. Well, I guess it could be anything that has that texture, right? Could be a dropper, it could be a dispenser. It could be a Fuinus. I think droppers take less blocks, less resources, but it doesn't matter. By the way, the fridge can actually... Yeah, it can hold stuff, you're right. Yeah, mine's black back and sides, top and bottom, and stainless steel in the front, so... Don't even think about it. Just don't. Don't. You're a villager. Freedom is very bad for you. We could flip them around the other way, right? So little faces don't show through. You know, it does look better. At least it gives some sort of texture to the place, right? And gives it a little bit more detail. Yeah, I have to admit, I do like that better. I mean, otherwise you have this. This doesn't look bad, but... I did like the iron block contrast, though. It does brighten things up a little bit. I don't know. Which do you think looks better? You have that kind of a color scheme. You have this kind of a color scheme. I don't know. I'm really torn about this. Also, we have this kind of a thing that we can do as well. Okay, I've only the one. Well, it's basically got the same graphic, right? A furnace. Like if you use the furnace with the hands, please. Yeah, the side of it's the same thing. And then the blast furnace is probably no different, right? Yeah, I'm looking at the side of the blast furnace, and it looks pretty much identical. I don't know, you know, I think I'm going to go with the iron blocks only because of the contrast. That's why I'm so torn by this, because I like the detailing of the droppers, but I think it's a little too busy. I think it's a little too busy for this. Let me know if you agree or disagree in the chat. But I don't know. I think that that's given us a little bit more contrast and brightens the place up a little bit. I'll probably just wind up changing it right back at the end of the stream after I close the stream. Do the iron block. Iron block is good. I think it's good in this case. But it's only a little bit better. I just think it's so because, again, you know, we have this tough block right next to it like that. And I'm just looking at the colors, you know. I'm not as good at colors as like Nebula is, for example. And Nova and OPG and those folks, you know. I'm not quite as slick with that. But I'm just thinking I get better contrast there. And it just looks a little brighter and a little bit more. Less busy. You got lots of texture. Yeah, and I think that's my point, right? How am I doing for time here? It is 2 o'clock. It is actually time to wrap up the stream. I feel really good about this, actually, because I've been putting this off forever. Because I just don't have a lot of enthusiasm for interior stuff like this. But I guess now that I've taken the little baby step, the wee baby step of just throwing something in there, I think that's helped out a lot. And so, you know, we have 2 of the core components in there that are really important. The oven stove and the refrigerator. The next one is the sink, right? Putting a sink in. Yeah. Now I could put the old double cauldron in there. I could do something like that, but I'll have to look and see what we have for options for sinks. You know, Kai did a really cool one on Buffooncraft Season 5. Where she did something like she used some stairs and she waterlogged the stairs. She did something like, I think it's a little too big though for this kitchen. I might be able to do a smaller version, but where she did something like, and some of you may know this. I think she did something like that. And then she just filled each one of those, waterlogged each one of those stairs with the water and got that. I think you can do that with 2 of these. Now, of course, it's going to cause that to happen. But if you have the wall units behind it, right, and you take this, and you reposition this one. It's just weird the way you have to do it. If you could sometimes do it like that, but then you know you got to pull out this block, and when you do it resets that way, but you can get half of that in place. But I have to be careful because these are also wall units. And so if I place a wall unit on this, weird things happen. I'm just saying. Yeah. I don't think I can quite get that effect to look the way I want it to look. Yeah, you can see where I have all wall units here, just so I can get that texture, that design. Less busy, you get lots of yeah. All right, we already read that. So I don't know what I'll do about the sink. You know, I'll probably just stick some cauldrons there or something. But I'm thinking of putting the sink right here, so we have that wall unit above it, right? Keeping the windows right there. And then it'll be a matter of heading up here to do the bedrooms a little bit. Finishing out the counter space here. Again, I don't want to go super crazy here. Folks aren't going to see this too much. Let's wrap up our stream, though. Have a good night. You too, Gostovochka. And it was awesome to see you again. I'm glad to see things are going well for you. Don't be a stranger, all right? I know you're super busy, though. Glad I could stop by. Can I... angle myself like that? I might use this for a thumbnail, especially if I can get those two idiots to come down here. All right, let's switch over to the camp scene here. Let's see if there's anyone to whom we can raid out. Let's see. Let's get that. Let's get that. All right, Villager is playing Pal World right now, so let's raid on out to him. Let's set up the raid here. So they're up in the chat right about there. You can see the raid message. You can copy and paste that into the chat if you'd like to join us along on this raid. Set up the raid itself. There it is. There we go. And the raid is now counting down for the one and only fellow buffoon, Flying Villager. Family-friendly viewers be advised that his stream is intended for mature audiences. Sometimes there's a little bit of language in there and some shenanigans, but he's a super cool guy. We have a lot of shared community in there, so chances are that you know some folks in there. Highly likely. Just remember that we do this Generations stream every Wednesday from noon to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Our next stream will be on Friday from 11 a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That will be Buffooncraft SMP Season 6. And then the stream after that will be Sunday from 4 to 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That will be Kachi Time. Yeah, we did a Kachi Time stream last weekend. That was Kachi's first stream since he got back. So as far as I know, he's going to stream again on Sunday. We'll see what happens. If he winds up not streaming for whatever reason, I'll still stream. I'll just either do another Generations or another Buffooncraft. Everybody, enjoy the rest of your afternoon, your morning, your evening, wherever you happen to be. Join us again next time. We are raiding out to Flying Villager, the one and only. Bye for now, everyone.